What is up, people? Welcome back. I am Anwar. Things look a little different. I know if you clicked here looking for the Riff Room, you're in the right place. Made a couple changes because I did some research and I realized I was sharing that name with more shows than I wanted to be sharing with. So I just wanted to do something a little different, make it a little more me, if that's okay. So don't get it twisted. I'm still here talking a bunch of shit. Just a little bit of a twist, not a whole lot. So you'll notice the pod, instead of saying Riff Room, it now says FMOL. So you're probably wondering, what is that? What does it mean? First off, it's pronounced FMOL, and it's got that name because that's how I feel about 85% of the time. James Baldwin once said, to be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all the time. So that's what you're getting when you tune in here. Hence, FMOL. Now, what does it stand for as the acronym? Well, it could mean a whole bunch of things, especially with me, for those of you who know me. It can mean feeling me online, following me out loud, following my own lead, fondling my own loins. Oh, who the fuck put that in there? Oh, yeah, that was me. Buckle up, people. But ultimately, FMOL means 15 minutes or less. Look, my goal is to give you a little bit about what's happening in DC, a little bit about what's happening here in Nevada where I live, a little bit of regular shit too, and to let you get on with your day in 15 minutes or less. So, that stated, let's get to it, shall we? First off, let's talk about, and I don't really want to give this person too much time, but we're here. Let's talk about Kanye West. Because by now, everyone has seen his fucking Grand Wizard or whatever fucking outfit he decided to wear on whatever show he was on. And I don't want to give him too much time, and I'm not going to glorify anything he did. The truth is, the people that irk me the most when it comes to him are actually a lot of you. Because the worse he acts, the faster you rush to defend that shit. And it's always the same thing. Oh, he just needs some help. Oh, he ain't been the same since his mama died. And listen, I'm not downplaying grief because grief is not linear. And grief is a motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. However, this man lost his mom in 2007, y'all. You know what happened 5 years after that? I lost my dad. You know what happened a week after I lost my dad? I lost my fucking job because they said since he wasn't my biological father, I didn't qualify for any time off. And they fired me. See, I didn't get to crash out. And the truth is, most of you wouldn't extend the grace to your next door neighbor that you've extended to Clownye West or Clannye West. And while we're at it, let's talk for a second about one Robert Kelly. Now look, if you're able to separate his actions from his music, more power to you. I don't see how you do it, especially when we realize that most of his music was written about the fucked up shit he was doing. But hey, you know what? There are some songs I really like. And then later on, I found out they were written by some really shitty people. So I guess I kind of get it. My issue is the people who feel the need to broadcast. I don't care what nobody say. I'm still bumping Kales because Kales was good. First of all, why the fuck do you need to broadcast that to anybody? Like, why is that your play for attention? Because you could just play R. Kelly and people would know you listen to R. Kelly when they hear you listen to R. Kelly. But propping up someone as if their talent outweighs the fucked up shit they did, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're no worse than the people who defend his behavior by saying, well, you know, in the hood, you know, the OGs was picking up the girls at high school back then too. I don't see the difference. Guess what? Me neither. Their asses should be in prison too. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't be serious. Like, look, I've got sisters. I got daughters. I actually like women and love women. So to watch people defend the actions of a fucking monster, like, and to hell with the fact that I like and love women. These were little girls he was doing this shit with, and you're defending it? Like, are you fucking for real? Like, a lot of you are the reason your daughters will never tell you that your homie is being inappropriate with her. Think about that for a fucking second. Think about that for a minute. But before I get too carried away, let's move on, shall we? But before I move on, fuck Robert Kelly. Fuck Kanye West. And if that makes you feel some type of way, welcome to fuck them all. So that's stated before I get too wrapped up, because I feel myself going there, and I know I promised y'all to get y'all out of here on time. So let's talk about DC for a second. So the big story going on in DC right now is the tariffs, and a lot of people clearly don't understand tariffs, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not like our education system has been fucking fantastic in the last decade or two. So tariffs, y'all, they are not quite a tax, but they're very similar. Tariffs are placed on imported goods. So things come into the country. If a tariff is placed upon it based on the country it's coming from, then that price or the increase, the cost, gets passed on to the consumer ultimately. The point of a tariff, and there are a few different types of tariffs, but for the sake of this discussion, we're only talking about tariffs placed on U.S. imports. The point is to make the imported goods less competitive versus the domestic goods that are already here, so that there is an incentive still to buy domestic and buy American. On its face, that sounds like a good thing. Here's the problem, y'all. With nothing being done to bring prices down here at home, raising prices on imports and adding tariffs, all it does is drive prices up across the board and make life more expensive for everyone. That's why these tariffs are such a bad idea. And then you factor in the fact that this dude has placed tariffs on imports from a land that has nothing but fucking penguins, y'all. But when you look at a macaroni penguin and then you look at the mango moron's hair, I guess it makes sense, right? That was petty. Fuck that dude. Anyhow, speaking of mango moron, with him working almost overtime to piss off every neighbor we have, that means it's going to get increasingly difficult for us to export shit too. Like, everything this man is doing is making life more difficult. And I want you to take a look at the people saying we need to just sacrifice for a little bit. Look at the people saying that. Do any of those people look like they're going to be hurt by any of this? Nah. So maybe they should shut the fuck up, huh? And then on top of rising prices, and we got falling stocks, because the stock market is crashing. That's also a big thing, if you didn't notice. But with that happening, you also have congressional Republicans trying to unwind programs like Social Security, Medicaid, VA benefits for veterans, SNAP benefits, which is people's fucking food. And all this is being done to give a little more money to people who don't fucking need it. So, the House is getting ready to head to recess in a couple weeks. If you are in a district with a Republican congressman here in Nevada, that's Northern Nevada Congressional District 2, Mark Amadei is your congressman. As the House is getting ready to head to recess, Start calling their office. Start trying to find ways to meet with them. Get them on record. Either admitting that they're okay with taking away from the least of these among them to give to billionaires, or get them on record saying they won't do it, and then remind them that they said that when it comes time to do the right thing. Here in Nevada, again, your representative is Mark Amadei, Northern Nevada. The rest of Nevada is Democrat. But also, if you live in a state with a Republican governor, do the same thing. Contact your governor. Ask him or her where they stand on these tariffs and on this resolution that they're trying to get through Congress. Ask your governor where they stand. Speaking of governors, here in Nevada last week, Joe Lombardo, aka Jackass Joe, I made it up myself, y'all, but he unveiled a bill to address the housing crisis here in Nevada. Now, I use air quotes because it doesn't address anything. The truth is, in 2023, y'all, the Nevada State Legislature passed 6 different bills. 6 different bills to address the housing crisis. 6 of them, y'all. This jackass vetoed every one of them. And now he's talking about wanting $250 million in federal funding to help build affordable housing. But when you factor in Nevada having the highest unemployment rate in the nation, and then you factor in the median home price being $485,000 in Nevada, and then you factor in the fact that 47,000 people have been evicted in the past year, and that number is only going to go up, it makes you wonder, what the fuck is Lombardo really doing? He's talking about building affordable housing. We have a whole bunch of empty shit that we could be putting people in right now. So, if you live here in Nevada, you should absolutely be calling this dude's office. Ask him what the fuck he's doing. Don't be surprised if he doesn't know, because this was the guy who was the sheriff and then thought he should be the governor because crime in Nevada was bad. So he thought he should get a promotion because he wasn't doing the job he had correctly. I even wrote a song about him. Want to hear it? Here it go. Jackass Joe. Sucker ass Jose 2026. We gonna show his ass the dough. We bombing on that ass like it ain't no tomorrow. 2026. We evict Lombardo. Bars. Go. See what I did there? Anyhow, y'all, before I digress any further or get carried away, I do want to land this plane and give you the rest of your day back. Again, if you are here in Nevada and you live in Northern Nevada, you should be contacting Mark Amadei's office and trying to get a meeting or whatever while he is here on recess. They are hiding and trying not to do town halls, but you should be contacting his office and trying to get in touch with him any way you can. Because the truth is, they should be seeing their constituents. If you live in Nevada in general, or in any state with a Republican governor, call your governor's office. Ask your governor where they stand in regard to the tariffs and in regard to the legislation moving through Congress, the budget resolution, and bills that are set up to take food and healthcare away from people who need it in order to give more money to people who don't. So, the links to do those will be underneath this video. Click those and it'll take you the rest of the way. That stated, thank you all so much for joining me on the new and improved FMall pod. I will see y'all next time.